I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm going to take you through my ADL journey. It's been a story that you'd want to listen to. So I have like over 2 decades experience in teaching, but the last 1 year that I've been enrolled on this program, Applied Digital Learning Program, has been so transformational for me. And I'm grateful for the organizers of the course, and I'm going to talk about this everywhere I go. I'm glad to have come to Lamar University to take on this course. This journey is so dear to my heart because I'm passionate about transformational leadership and educational transformation, healthcare transformation. I have a background in healthcare. Uh, I'm a healthcare project manager. That's what I do currently, but I'm a trained foreign medical graduate from Nigeria. And I also run educational business right from the beginning of the millennia. So it's been a journey for me to have seen education on two sides of the world, America and Africa. So I could do a lot of comparative analysis and knowing fully well that the transformational learning that I've gotten at Lamar University in the last 1 year has been so great and has really impacted Valdymas College. So I've said a little about me, but where did I start from on the ADL program? Who were those involved? The highs and the lows, how I felt through the process. All these things are up to what do I plan to do next, and what I will be discussing in this short video. I hope you'll be able to take time to listen to me to the end. So the world is now changing at a rate at which the basic systems, structures, and culture built over the past century cannot keep up with the demands being placed on them. That's according to John Cotter. Where have I started from? The fact that I'm into lean agile transformational leadership and in healthcare, and then also the managing partner of Valdymas Intelligence, Valdymas School of Advanced Studies and Digital Transformation, gave me an extensive career spanning education, healthcare, and digital transformation. But I'm glad I took this program. So as a synthesis, my learning philosophy is now centered more about transformational education. Initial mindset I started the program with is the traditional mindset of learning and teaching, where we had fixed outcomes, the grading of result, and getting students to just get a grade and then move on to the university system. But now I've flipped from assessment of learning to assessment as learning for my students. So I started as assessment of learning. Initially, it was more of a teacher focused kind of scenario where we pound all the pressure on the teacher, train the teacher so that they can train the student well. And the teacher had a lot of control over the learning, even for the student. But now we've been able to flip to the student focused kind of learning. The initial thing, like I said from the previous point, is non-covert approach to learning. But now it is more of focusing on choice, ownership. The voice of the learner is now coming out in our classes, in the design of our classes, how we're structured and authentic application. So basically, these are the key ideas that we've been able to incorporate based on my learning philosophy that I've seen as an advantage of taking on this program. So my learning journey has been enriched by my teachers and professors at Lamar University. I want to thank Dr. Apnik for the program design and whoever had supported him. The program design is transformational. It's a learning I'll talk to people about to also come and check out at Lamar University. So my peers on the ADL program, we had this Teams channel that we're always creating immediately. We jump into another course and then we interacted richly. Then discussion forum, it was an excellent way of course you have to read someone's one and you have to reply to at least two, and so it's a great one. You have to write your own as well, and then direct contact with my learning network. my team from Africa, the new platforms that I get to explore based on the courses I took here in the United States. And then my team at Valdymas College at of course, we meet on Zoom every week, every Friday morning, and then we had extensive discussion. And so my leader, administrator, everyone had embraced the concept of e-portfolio, personalized learning, cover approach, and the whole idea is to transform learning system. So the highs and the lows, I of course, like I mentioned, there were a bit of struggles with the highs and then we had some winning point as well. Development of my innovation plan was a bit of struggle because of course I had not done that before. I had to come up with an implementation, a proposal, then an implementation plan, and um, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to get through those phases and then to now start implementing because you need to engage people, you need to educate them before you can even execute. And it's a real problem. But majorly, what I could say on the innovation plan is that we're integrating e-portfolio into the teaching framework at Valdymas College and ultimately building collaborative professional learning communities. And this too worked out well for me. The lows are that the stakeholder engagement challenges and technological hurdles that we had to go through. There were a bit of initial major key difficulty in engaging stakeholders, convincing them, especially those who are entrenched in the traditional teaching methods. We have to now explain the value of integrating digital tools into their learning process. So the problem is the student themselves having to adopt and adapt and adapt and adopt, and then the teachers themselves having to adapt and adopt, and then meeting up with the student at the main point. So the resistance was palpable. But overcoming the resistance involved continuous communication with patients, detailed demonstration of the tool's effectiveness. They're just looking for the easiest excuse to say the tool doesn't work. Then continuous advocacy from leadership to frontline teachers. And then we had technological hurdles. Africa has its own peculiar challenge with technology, network, data. Just solutions may not just work easily. So internet access, power supply, classroom structuring, and all those things were part of the issues we found from the technical side. But thanks to the leadership of Valdymas, we have an IT team on ground, on site, that is able to walk the student and the staff through all their challenges and frustration. How did I feel through the program? Majorly there are periods of empowerment and there are periods of frustration, palpable frustration. So I got empowered through autonomy. I have the freedom to explore, reflect, implement ideas, to implement the e-portfolio, to get collaboration, the autonomy to even get learning communities built together for mentorship and coaching sessions. But all these came at an expense. There were frustrations, the scale and complexity of my innovation plan because I wanted to get the whole school at once, the whole program at once. That led to issues and then frustration from the initial response from stakeholders, like I mentioned, and technological integration is also a key challenge. So, but it's more or less like a journey of growth through challenge. So, and I appreciate the value. I have to now understand prioritizing time management, prioritization skills to be able to get through on the innovation plan. What have I created? The innovation plan is working. We have integrated a portfolio for teachers and learners, and then we've been able to foster personalized learning, enabling students and faculty to track progress, reflect on their learning journey, and take ownership. Uh, of the development. So of course, this is integrated into what I've accomplished. On the cost side, I know I've done well, at least to keep getting great results, which is important. But for myself, it has shifted my own thinking into active learning, personalized learning, the cover principle, creating significant learning environment. These are the goals from the course that I have achieved. I've been able to come up with an e-portfolio myself that I keep imputing details into, and these have been great. And then on the side of the students, I've accomplished integrating this into teaching practices and also leading professional development and transformation at Valdymas College. What has worked? Professional learning community has worked. Implementation of e-portfolio has worked. Just like I'd explained earlier, what could I have done better? The stakeholder engagement, I feel I could have done better. What I think is, I think initial engagement should have involved educating the team on the change. That would have reduced maybe the resistance more significantly. It's a lesson. So, and then ensuring smoother buy-in and taking time to get people to understand what we needed to do. Because when I started, I think I was a bit under some time rush, maybe because I feel I had 1 year for the program, so I wanted a miraculous turnaround, kind of. But to get people to embrace some key level of significant changes that have been integrated into their behavior for years, if not possible decades, it then becomes a major journey. So I've also learned the concept of adaptability and the key power of collaboration in whatever we're doing. And then digital space offers that adaptability with tools, with strategy, with approaches, which is also a crucial one to get people to rapidly adapt to those changing tide and trends. Where I am now is to continue the implementation of the personalized learning initiative at Valdymas College, working closely with faculty members, and of course, integrating with all student representatives to ensure that we keep scaling the e-portfolio and change the digital teaching practices based on digital adoptions. What do I plan to do next? So I have 5 key points. The first one is next, I want to scale up personalized learning across all the departments to ensure that all the teachers embrace the key concept of personalized learning. That would go a long way. That will go a long way to make a difference and then like concretize what has been started. So because on and stickers 2015 says that personalized learning has been shown to increase student engagement and improve learning outcomes. So by working with faculty across different disciplines, I plan to adapt this learning framework to meet the specific need of diverse student population. I have different layer of students across sciences, humanities, and arts. And it's been a lot of work to get students, especially the ones that seem not yet like academically struggling, to get them up to speed. And so we have to work more on this. Then further development of e-portfolio is a crucial one. Then expanding the role of the portfolio to cover art, social science, and cover all their both the theoretical, practical sessions and all those things are what I would need to work on. And then for the teachers, I need to start leading more professional development and mentorship program, coaches, integrating peer programming kind of scenario, pairing very good leader mentor with an upcoming person so that they can blend together. And then staying ahead in digital education, ensuring that I keep myself abreast of emerging technologies and innovative teaching strategies. Leveraging maybe artificial intelligence, virtual reality, data analytics to monitor student engagement and performance. The future collaborations with other schools, other institutions, other platforms, and learning from even vendors that are working for us, learning from them would be a crucial one going forward. So I would those are the key things I think I'll plan to do next. So I'm passionate about personalized learning, transforming education, and that is my key goal. I want to thank you so much for listening. These are my references, and you can read more details on my blog post. Thank you so much. Bye.